Good morning, dear children. Today we are going to talk about Unit 6 Reading C. Learn how to climb trees. Fortune favors the brave. So today our topic is learn how to climb trees. Here, tigers ruled the thick forest of Kumaun and Garhwal Hills till the beginning of the 20th century. These are the Kumaun and Garhwal Hills. Jim Corbett, who was brought up in that region, loved the surrounding mountains, forests, and animals a lot. He was an excellent shooter who saved many a person's life by killing the man-eaters. Children, let us see about the Jim Corbett. Many tigers roamed about in the thick forest in the Kumaun and Garhwal Hills till the beginning of the 20th century. Jim Corbett was brought up in this region. He loved mountains, forests, and animals. He was an excellent shooter. He killed many man-eaters and saved the lives of countless people. Kunwar Singh was the first to visit me the day I was given my first gun. I was 8 then. He came early, and I put the old double-barreled gun into his hands with great pride. He laid the gun aside and said to me, "You are no longer a boy, but a man, and with this good gun, you can go anywhere you like in the jungles and never be afraid, provided you learn how to climb trees." I will now tell you a story to show how necessary it is for us who shoot in the jungles to know how to climb trees. Harsing and I went to shoot one day last April. We started when the stars were paling. Since we found nothing to shoot, we started for home towards evening. While we were taking a sandy nalla that ran through dense scrub and thorn bamboo jungle, a tiger was looking at us. It stared at us for some time but went back. We continued on our way and the tiger came out again, and it was growling and twitching its tail. We stood still and luckily the tiger left the nalla. Being disturbed by the tiger, a number of jungle fowl rose cackling out of a dense forest. One of them alighted on a branch and Harsing fired at it. The tiger came towards us with a terrifying roar. I had climbed up a roni tree, but Harsing could not climb up a tree, as he had not learned to climb trees when he was a boy. The tiger sprang at him and he was screaming. Now I fired the gun off into the air. The tiger went away and Harsing collapsed at the foot of the tree. I climbed down very silently and went to Harsing. I found that one of the tiger's claws had entered his stomach and torn the lining from his navel to within a few fingers' breadth of the backbone. All his inside had fallen out. I could not know what to do. Harsing told to me to put his intestine back into his stomach. I stuffed them all back along with the dry leaves, grass, and twigs that stuck to them. Later, I wound my puggree, that is turban, around his stomach and knitted it tight to keep everything from falling out again. We started for home walking for 7 miles. I led the way and Harsing followed me. Holding the puggree in position, Harsing told me that he wanted to meet the doctor. We walked for the extra 3 miles to the hospital. It was night and the hospital was closed, but the Dr. Babu, who lived nearby, was awake. He asked me to call Alagia, the tobacco seller. When I returned, the doctor had laid Harsing on a string bed. Alagia held the lantern and I held the 2 pieces of flesh together. The doctor was very kind. He sewed up the hole in Harsing's stomach. I offered him 2 rupees, but he refused to take it. When we went home, the women folk were crying. So this is a story, children. I hope you have understood. Now let us move on to the question and answers. Who was Jim Corbett? Edward Jim Corbett was a British hunter, tracker, naturalist and author who hunted a number of man-eating tigers and leopards in India. What do you think is the main reason for tiger's attack on Harsing? The main reason for tiger's attack on Harsing was that he was afraid of tiger and did not know how to climb trees. Third question. What happened when Jim Corbett and Harsing started for home in the evening? Jim Corbett and Harsing faced a tiger when they started for home in the evening. Why couldn't Harsing climb up a tree? Harsing could not climb up a tree as he had not learned to climb trees. Thank you, children. I hope you have understood this lesson.